2 hours to complete a Jalen Brunson artwork in Photoshop. I had been wanting to do a Photoshop design challenge for a long time, and I thought of no one better to do it with than HANEY Design.
I've been designing for about 3 years, and what got me into design was actually wanting to make better thumbnails for my video game YouTube videos. And from there I just started getting into more sports oriented stuff just from seeing it on my feed. I really get inspired by other artists and seeing stuff I've never seen before. From this challenge I actually hope to learn what really is important to me when making designs, you know, what things are dire in a small time that I need to do to make it look better, and what things are just sort of extra detail.
We talked over a Discord call and things came up such as,
how many assets should we use?
We came to a number of 15, including the player photos. The assets chosen complemented the New York City environment that would allow us to create visually pleasing pieces within our guidelines. We have to use all 15 assets that we agreed upon. The time limit is 2 hours. If you don't finish, that's too bad. And the aspect ratio is 4:5 for the final artwork. The concept of this is going to lead to a city type of vibe, displaying Jalen Brunson's impact on New York and what's to come. With both of us new to a challenge like this, it made us nervous, but excited nonetheless. So sit back, relax,
and enjoy the show.
Oh, yeah, also hit that like button. You know, you could subscribe too. So what did I think? A scene of Jalen Brunson emerging out of the subway or just standing in front of New York at the high point before the sun sets, characterized as the hero of the city, bringing it back to life. The first thing I really did was go in and get all the assets ready for blocking. So blocking is creating the composition of the artwork. So I really like to create the composition of the artwork before I do blending or anything like that. It simplifies the process and it cuts down time that you're going to have to spend blending, because everything already in place, you just have to make sure your values and your colors are going to be on point.
Started off by building my scene and placing this New York City in here. This is going to be our main background, and we're going to implement this street to have Jalen Brunson standing on it.
And I make sure to use the largest pieces or photos that I'm going to have first, so I can get those large areas right, such as the subway, the skyscrapers, and the sky. And like I said, no color corrections at first in the process of getting everything in the right position. I wanted to be cheeky, so I took the New York sign from this photo and I just cut out the N and Y. Those later on would go onto the billboard that you're going to see that's glowing in blue.
I wanted this picture to be kind of hectic and busy as New York City is, with a lot of glows.
Now once I had everything cut out and the blocking was done, I went to start blending the scene, utilizing the curves adjustment layer, exposure, and my levels.
We had to add in this subway picture, so I'm just cutting it out now and we're going to add it over here. I think it will make for some nice glow.
Once I really had everything blended together nicely with exposure and curves, I started to brush on hue and saturation layer on orange from the sunset glow and also the glow from the lights within the city.
Blending in the city actually took way longer than I wish it would have. I was trying to add lights to the buildings and these shadows just looked off, but eventually I got it. Now we're making these billboards pop more so it can add some lighting onto our player and just make the picture overall look more lively. Next we had to use a secondary picture of Jalen Brunson, and I figured I would throw it up here on the billboard with the New York's finest text right here. Now we're blending in this helicopter. You can see the sort of effect I used to make it look like the propellers are really spinning. I actually think it turned out kind of nice.
The helicopter element that was placed above the city, once again, had blended that in just with curves and exposure, and then I added back that hue and saturation glow really just on the underside because of the sunset, and I'm always thinking directionally when I'm adding in light sources, so that orange glow, you're really going to only see it on the underside of the helicopter. Just think always directionally when you're going to be adding in colors from hue and saturation, because it can be very easy to get carried away with adding color just because it looks so cool.
We're blending in this helicopter, and we're going to add some highlights coming from the sky right here. We're filling out these billboards, and we're going to make them glow and pop a little bit more. And I thought adding a little glow coming from within the city, nice blue glow, would look nice in this picture. Next, I wanted some orange glow on this side, so I did decide to make it come from the subway.
In wrapping up the artwork and having everything come together, my focus shifted to double checking the colors and lighting. I also used and experimented with the color lookups, something that a lot of people struggle with since they don't have the best ones. But struggle no more after shopping on my digital asset store, shopscope.com. Our best-selling LUT packs gives a fresh new feel to any artwork that you're working on. Not to mention we're loaded up with other packs such as the Mega PSD bundle, the Fire pack, trading card mockup bundle. Head over to shopscope.com today and grab a pack that's going to be sure to upgrade your designs in Photoshop. Use my discount code SHOPSCOPE to take 15% off your order at checkout.
At this point, we're nearing in on the 2 hours. I'm looking for anything extra I can do, really, any details I can add. I have a little bit of time to spare, but I'm eventually just going to add this camera raw and color correction on here, and it's going to be finished.
Setting a clear roadmap of the composition and sticking to that without stressing over the minor details is a big lesson that I learned from this. I really appreciate HANEY Designs for accepting this challenge and doing his thing. I really liked how his piece came out, and he has a bright future ahead of him. Make sure you guys go check out his YouTube channel and also his Instagram. He's always dropping some gems and dropping some nice designs weekly. Also, let me know what your guys' thoughts are on our artworks. What did you guys think about them? Do you like them? What would you do differently within a 2-hour period to speed it up? Maybe there's something that I missed or could increase my workflow. It's been CALSOSCOPED, the Artist of Athletes. Be sure to hit that like button, comment, and watch this video right here. Check that one out. You're gonna like it. All right, well, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.